my battery goes down fast.
Oh. Okay.
I have to pop up and get the battery. Okay, you take it away first. You take it away first.
Yeah. So Melissa and I are chatting again about, I think after our first chat, even though we haven't released like 95% of it.
Exactly what we were talking about. That was,
I do feel we kind of lifted a lid on something, because there's been this explosion of energy. And I feel like everybody's like reacting, and it's like, you know, and
love a good drama.
Yeah, and there is a definite a fueling going on between you and Dolly, and but the thing is like Dolly instantly takes it personal, and takes it dirty. I have to say though, you like fuel it though. There is
absolutely,
you guys
absolutely right. I want to get real on this, so if you have to say some horrible truths to me, say it. But you're absolutely right. I am.
It's
because
interesting.
I'm pissed off, mate.
Yeah, but I think you guys should just have a talk or something.
Right.
Because
okay, Aphrodite, I'm going to stop you there. I have, from the beginning when this started, I have emailed Dolly. I have left comments. I did it the other day when I came back from my detox. I said, come on, let's sort this out. Let's go on. No, she won't. She will not do it, Aphrodite. You know why?
Yeah.
Because it means the mask's going to come off.
Yeah.
She will not be able to answer questions. And also, she's not at that level of consciousness.
She's not. I just had a whole argument with her on one of her posts, and she posted Elon Musk saying that, everybody basically can learn anything from YouTube nowadays. All you need is YouTube, and you can become a change maker and learn anything you want to nowadays because of the internet, or something like that. And I'm like, I said, well, that's interesting. Why don't you learn how to do plastic surgery, and then we could have a operation contest? And she responded this is the silliest comment I've ever read. Why would you say that? Melissa must have told you I had a nose job, and that's why you're saying that. I'm like, first of all,
oh my God. Yeah, carry on.
So she didn't really understand my comment in the beginning. No. And I responded. I was like, no, Dolly, I was responding to your post that anybody can learn any skill from YouTube. I've learned how to do plastic surgery and trained how to do plastic surgery. So I was just commenting that you can't learn any skill you want just from YouTube. Yeah. I wasn't, and then I told her, I wasn't commenting on your personal medical history or anything like that. Yeah. And then she keeps on coming back at me I'm not supposed to disagree with her on her post, I'm being a gloomer. And it's she acts like she doesn't even know who I am, and we've run in the same circles for years. There used to be this guy called John. Do you remember that there was this guy called Johnny Revel, and he was in Detroit? He actually he would be he was really close to Dolly DayDream and also Jenny Moonstone.
Aphrodite, I'm really bad with names. If I saw them, then I'd probably say but I'm shit with names. You'd have to show me a picture. But carry on.
They were really connected because of the Trump thing, because he was really into Trump.
Yeah.
And he would live stream like every day about Trump. And then he actually got in a personal relationship with goddess Lilith. Like, she went to go visit this guy, Johnny Rebel.
Okay.
And they filmed it on YouTube. So there's like that blood over intent connection there. And anyways, Johnny Rebel and Dolly DayDream used to always be in each other's live streams, and I was like there too. But Dolly wants to like act like I'm just like coming on the scene and I'm like your sidekick, like just like responding to her. And so I said in this comment stream, I'm like, Dolly, it's really sad that you actually think like Elon Musk and like Trump are real people. Like, they're actors.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Don't get me started. Yeah, I know.
So I don't know if she's like,
and
she didn't even respond to that like part of it. So I don't know if she's like paid, like maybe she's like an actress, and this is like a role that she's playing is part of the promote the Q movement. Because I don't know why she's so invested in like American stuff. Like, she's like like JFK Jr. and Trump and
Aphrodite, she basically, she's a trender. She's like she's a bit older than me, in her late 40s. And it's like, you know, it's the first time she's ever been to a festival. It's the first time she's doing everything. And I'm like, where have you been? Do you know what I mean? But when I noticed about Dolly, and I don't hate anyone, I never hated her. I actually was asked by Fifth World to go over to Dolly's channel to support her. New girl, you know, just realised about the corruption. Dolly read a book about Q, because it's trendy now. It's trendy, the truth movement. It's trendy to be spiritual, man, you know?
Yeah.
And so she read the book because of her dad, and now they think they've had a spiritual awakening because they've realised there's corruption in the world and that there's paedophiles, you know? But,
yeah.
And I'll give her that. Like, she has been into like witch stuff and all this stuff, but it's like she's come from hair and makeup and superficial stuff to now talking about Tommy Robinson and Tesla, but she never actually talks about these people. It's always just mentions it, and then never says nothing else. It's all interlinked with just gobbledygook. It's funny because she said the other day, no one's listening to what I'm saying. You've got to listen to what people say. But that's why I slow down her videos, so you can actually listen and read what's coming out of her mouth, because I'm sorry, it's absolute nonsense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why there's the connection with America, I feel, because, you know, like the Q thing, and then Trump's a big part of Q. And also she has to hold on to that, because that's where it started. That's the argument. We didn't have an argument, but I came in saying, oh, it's a psyop, they're not real, they're right. And then she's just had her awakening, and you know what it's like when you just come into this stuff. So that's it. Sorry, carry on. I want you to talk. Go on. I'm so sick.
So were you and Dolly ever friends?
No. That's the thing. I went over, like Art Fifth asked me. She knew exactly who I was. Her thoughts and perceptions. When I'd go on the live streams, like it was like having a conversation with just her. She like put a lot of focus on me. If you go back, you can see all the stuff's there.
Yeah.
And I would say
that's because I think there's a lot of bots in her stream. There's a lot of bots. So like when a real person comes on,
there's no glitch in her lives. There was a guy when she first came onto the scene. There was some guy, tech guy, that went. Fifth knows about this. We need to get Fifth on. That went over to her house and set her computer up, because what happens is Dolly starts collecting her minions, you know, like they're all carefully, you know, screened. Mm-hmm. And, you know, these ones that she, you know, had at the beginning, because they changed 3 times. They came and set up the computer for her, and they knew about hacking and stuff like that, because the fuckery started, the hacking and all that sort of stuff, the listening, because I believe that there is some sort of high IP hack on my phone. It's obvious because I've listed everything. Like, I've got a diary full of stuff, and basically, you know, because the coincidences, you know, there's no such thing.
I have to witness to you, Melissa. I won't even say, but Melissa said something really important about Michael Jackson, and then the next day, Dolly went out of her way to say something about Michael Jackson, and then to post a video about him. And I was like, that is really, because it was something really special.
Every single day. And it's what's so funny is there's been this silent war, an indirect, subtle war going on between me and her. But I wasn't even in competition with her. I didn't do nothing. You know, yes, I fueled it. I have not ignored it, right? But I'm only human, and at the end of the day, right? It's like this is going on invisibly, and everyone I ask for help all doesn't want to get involved, or I'm crazy, or I'm petty, and you know, because of the copying and stuff. But put all that aside, the thing that I'm going to say right now that I'm pissed about, really the reason why I have not let this go, because even every time I let it go, right, and I don't, you know, watch. Oh, by the way, I have to block her every week. She's on my feed, and I don't know how. And what she does is she meddles in my life. Basically, she watches me, hounds me on the computer. She sees that I'm talking to someone and getting to know them. It will be intercepted, but it might not be her. It will be one of the flying monkeys. And that's how they've got me to lose so many jobs on YouTube. Caroline Stevens, Rosie did that one. I'll tell you about that later. But not just that, it's like the ganging up on people that I thought were my friends, and I found out later they weren't, and giving them personal information, actually phoning me up and getting information, you know, and giving it to her. Stuff that, how would she know this stuff? Oh, mate, honestly, it's so sick. It's unbelievable. It got to the point where, like, well, I'll be doing a video and there might be like a mat or something in my flat, and then the next day it will end up in Dolly's home. She had to get the same. And then what blew me away is how she manages to flip the script and use my work, my words, my energy against me. It's mental. And it's I don't even care about that. It's just leave me alone. Leave my son alone. Stop listening to me, hacking me. Yeah, stop stealing my work. Yeah, stop intercepting connections I make. The smear campaigns are unbelievable. When I found out the rumours this girl's been spreading, you know, like this Caroline Stevens, I can't believe it. You know, I'm talking to this woman that I met on YouTube. I got an amazing job offer. Rosie got involved, called the woman up. I don't know what she said to her, but the very next day, nothing. I never heard from the woman again. I never heard from her.
This is Rosie Jenner.
I called Rosie up and I knew it was her. And even now, I was such a dumbass. I said, I forgive her, you know. I'm so stupid to myself sometimes, right? And naive and stupid. And she's still to this day, and this is why we're not friends, still to this day, will not acknowledge it, what she did. You know, and it's like, I can't be friends with Rosie because she keeps different groups separate. I told her about one more thing. I told her about my code designs that I've been doing for years, that I've got a sewing machine I'm going to do. I never told any soul about these designs, right? But I told Rosie because I believed I trusted her then. And I was wondering how the fuck Dolly got hold of these designs, because she's showing her artwork and rubbing it in my face.
Yeah.
And it has to be Rosie. And she admitted it in the end. And what's funny is she's been kicked out of everywhere now. She's lost it, and no one wants to house her because she's a pain up the arse. Going on about not using money, yet staying at people's homes and expecting them to feed them. You know, like, wake up, girl. Live in the real world. You know?
Yeah.
Calls me up. Oh, asking me indirectly if she can come and stay with me. Are you mental? Have I got mug written on my forehead? Never after this. Never again.
Is that what you told her?
With David, how was she? This just. So, see, I'm pretty upset.
Okay.
I just want her to stop meddling in my life. Because she is. And it's real. It really does happen.
Yeah, I know it does.
She's obsessed with me. She loves me and hates me at the same time. And I just want to be her mate. I don't want to be her mate, but I just want it to be, Anyway, yeah, sorry. Phew, thank you for that.
I don't know. It's hard because, like, you have to know, like, every time you post a comment that is, like, directed at her, she's going to respond. And it seems like her...
Aphrodite, this is what she's made people believe. She believes that every single thing that I upload, or post is directed at her. Do you really think I'm that sad? I was doing this stuff years before her. Before she came along, our little group was fine. Everything was flowing. Yeah. Why would I spend my time? Yes, I have done posts. I have done, but not every single thing.
Right.
I would just say, if I make a video about Dolly, I will make a video about it. I won't sit there on my channel going indirectly. Some people do it. I'll just say it. Dolly, you piss me off. Leave me alone. Stop making up lies. I can tell you every rumour that you've made. Yeah. Do you really want me to sit here and make you look stupid? I've really thought about downloading one of her downloads and going it like with a fine tooth comb, letting people know how this woman operates, because I don't know what they're seeing when they look at her, but I see someone that is fake, totally and utterly fake, actually quite evil, and projects her insecurities onto other people. This woman is, if this woman is capable of doing this and going on, the children, the people, I've got a fucking son, you bitch. What about my son that you've done that to? You all the
well,
stuff.
I commented. I commented she had posted on her video about, it was about Elon Musk, and she's like, Elon Musk, he's the greatest guy, he's gonna help people in wheelchairs. It's gonna help people. Like, you don't even understand. And I'm like, my brother was in a wheelchair. Like, I would never want him to be experimented on with a brain implant. And then she's like, that's not even what I said. Why are you saying that? I want to experiment on people in wheelchairs. I'm like, hello, like, don't you understand?
For our head.
Like, if you're putting chips into people's heads that are in wheelchairs, that means you're experimenting on people in wheelchairs. Like, it doesn't go like 100% perfect the first time they do it. Like, they have to do 10, 20, 50 people in wheelchairs before, 60 poor men off the street, how many people do they have to experiment on before they get it right? It does, like, hello.
Yeah, hello.
But